Um, I loved his Dusty impersonation.
It was
I
so spot
he,
on.
he
It was
did great.
incredible.
And so I liked this because I even posted the clip from I think it was I don't know if it was this
Yeah, Monday.
past.
It was Monday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, where I was saying that we needed another moment like this, and I wasn't expecting this to be what was going to happen between the two of them. Even you didn't think that this was what was going to happen. But I really liked this whole thing, except there's a couple things I'll say that I didn't like. So I liked that it was finally Roman speaking to Cody. I liked
Mhm.
that. I liked how there was so much emotion in it, and not just from Cody, from Roman. I think it was so noticeable that Roman was getting emotional talking about Dusty. And
Yeah.
so that to me is like I feel like seeing that from Roman just deepens the story and like this rivalry, because it's not just like Rody Roman versus Cody. It's like it is deeper than that, and not just for Cody. It's the same thing with like what happened with Paul Heyman. He got emotional, he started crying when he was talking about Dusty. So it's kind of cool to see the impact that Dusty also had on Roman, which has been that intertwining storyline of Cody feeling, which he even said in this one, feeling like he's not good enough, and that there's all of these Dusty's kids, and
Yeah,
Roman mentioning it is huge.
that's what I have a very weird inkling that once Cody becomes champion and in this whole personal storyline, and it's not going to end, it's only going to deepen and grow and whatnot, because this is what we're getting right now is we're going to get that type of I don't want to say separation, but distance between, Cody, Sammy, KO, and then Roman, and Seth, and he mentioned some other person that was, but I forget. But it doesn't matter.
Becky, yeah,
Becky, but I'm trying to think of a guy, but it doesn't matter.
yeah.
It's because we're
Kevin,
gonna.
did you say KO?
I said KO for
Oh, okay, okay.
Sammy's side. It's we're going to get a lot, like there's going to be that feud. I feel like while he's champion, is that Dusty's kids versus his own kid. That's going to happen, to some capacity, where we're going to
Mhm.
have, like, there's already seeds planted there for, potential title matches in the future and whatnot. And that's what I love about this storyline, I think, more than anything right now, is
Mhm.
because this is alluding to old school wrestling where you had to tune in week after week on TV, and it was, or the pay-per-views, wasn't, constant content coming at you, and that type of storytelling, because that's lost right now, but there's a replace for it, and Cody and Roman doing that only demonstrates that how versatile they are and how really above the rest, they
Yeah.
truly are.
And I feel like this definitely elevated their matchup, and it was the right move because, I had even just been saying that all this other Sammy stuff had been kind of at the forefront when we were talking about Roman. You kind of were not forgetting about Cody, but because they're on different shows and they hadn't had an interaction yet, it was like the bloodline storyline was dominating everything, even when you were thinking of Roman. And so you kind of were like, oh, wait, like, it became difficult, I think, for people who aren't behind Cody to win at Mania, or are not exactly super interested in it, maybe because of how he got the match at Mania. That was just pushing them further away. And I feel like this brought people in because the emotional part of it is great, that like I said, that Roman got involved. And I feel like it's a relatable storyline for a lot of people, whether it's about their father or parent or whoever, of someone feeling like they're not good enough. Um, in any for to anybody, I guess, but definitely for like a parent, or you want to make them proud, or you lost your parent before they could
Yeah.
see you, doing exactly what you wanted. So I think that was the right move. And that's not something that we have seen from Roman hasn't, since he's been a heel, not really gotten into the emotional
No.
aspect of being a character. It's all very much been like he's a hard ass, like he is the
Yeah.
tribal chief, like he doesn't get that
The
way.
massive one killer,
And
yeah.
so, yeah, I think that made it all the more intriguing to see because I wasn't expecting that at all.